A very good morning and a warm welcome to our review video of this 13,166 mile 17 on a 67 plate Audi Q2 1.4 cylinder on demand petrol TFSi engine, 6-speed gearbox with a navigation and cruise control with speed limiter. These beautiful sport alloy wheels, copious amounts of body styling, really nice design lines in the panels, a simply stunning car which I was very lucky to have been recommended to the private owner who'd owned the car from 28 miles. He bought it from listers in the Midlands, Audi Volkswagen dealers amongst other dealerships they have, and the vehicle had covered just 28 miles. So basically it was a registration exercise for listers. So technically the next buyer of the car will be the car's third owner. The vehicle has a full Audi service history. We have every document that there should be, we have been given, and we'll pass those details on. There are 2 keys and the vehicle is fit for purpose. It's Michelin tyres all round, matching, drives an absolute treat, and the owners even left a tank full of fuel in the car so that I was able to drive it back easily from the Midlands. Absolutely stunning car. Let me take you into the Ibis white bodywork, virtually unmarked. I've touched in I think 3 tiny stone chips. Beautiful car, no damage to the grille. And at first glance the body styling that goes around the wheel arches and the bottom along the bottom of the door seems to be black, but it's not. It's like a Daytona grey colour. It's absolutely stunning. Peter from BCP Detailing has machine polished the car and added a ceramic infused wax which should give up to about 15 months minimum protection. So we do leave no stone unturned, as our reviews will give testament to. There are no smells in the car, no animal or tobacco or odours. And the wheels are barring this one here. If I can find it, I'll show you. Just there. We've just touched that little chip in just there. But otherwise, the wheels, brakes, absolutely as you would imagine for a 13,000 mile car. Michelin tyres, a big bonus because I rate them probably the best tyre you can buy. Obviously fitted from new. You do have to take your you do have to take your chances when you're buying a new car. You just don't know what brand of tyres you're going to get. But there'll be decent tyres anyway, but Michelin's, I personally think they are the best tyre. Also, the owner has had a spare wheel, so you do get an emergency spare wheel. There's also still with it the tyre inflation kit as well as a backup, so you're double protected. There's a spare wheel, and the locking wheel nut is there, and there is to the right the tyre inflation kit. We have a fantastic YouTube channel which is approaching, let me just get this right, 914,000 views and over almost 1,200 subscribers. So we would dearly love you to maybe consider subscribing to the channel. There's something for everyone. We're just going to do some more videos this afternoon for the next few days and weeks up to Christmas. Tendai's coming along in the afternoon and we'll shoot 3 or 4 videos ready to upload to our YouTube channel on good practice and any scams that we hear about. Unfortunately there are 1 or 2 scammers around. We do highlight those and make sure that the general public are aware of what they can do and should do if they find themselves party to something like this, which is not very nice at any time of the year. Q2, chrome tailpieces, rear parking sensors, BG67KZD, a stunning, simply stunning and beautiful car. Very nice position to drive. You sit quite high up, but not too high. It's not quite as large as the Q3, obviously nowhere near as large as the Q5 or 7, but you do get the feeling that you're sitting in a vehicle that's quite high. So I suppose you'd liken it to the Ford Puma or the BMW X1 in terms of size. Very, very nice car. The Audi wheel with the multifunction. It's got voice activation, digital radio, there's satellite navigation, there is cruise control. It's all controlled through the wheel in the centre. Let me just hop in. Both seats are height adjustable, and the steering wheel is adjustable for height and reach. So that's another good feature. It's asked me to switch the headlights on because it's detecting we need to, so there we are, we'll switch them on. You can set the headlights, and I've just done that on the automatic setting, so they're now set to automatic, so when you go in and out of darkness it will come on and go off. At least that's the idea. It does work. I tried it when I drove it back. Beautiful leather effect steering wheel, absolutely gorgeous. You do get a digital speedometer. I really think that those cars with the digital speedometer is a big bonus for the drivers of those cars, because you shouldn't get caught for speeding, and you should be able to, with the blink of an eye, see what speed you're doing. It's projected straight in front of you, so that's a good safety feature that I endorse. 13,166 miles, absolutely guaranteed. Voice activation. Cancel.
Cancel.
You've also got voice activation for sat-nav as well, for the spoken instructions on the nav. Volume, it's adjustable, 6-speed gearbox, nothing to tell you about other than to say clutch in, push down, to the left and forward. That's reverse gear, and there are your bleepers. Then you've got the wheel, the menu. I've put pictures on the, I put some images into the photo section for the service data. You'll see that it's got an ample amount of time before it requires another service. You do get a volume manual. You've got a manual wheel for the volume, and you also have, should I say, ability to move it on the steering wheel. It's manual air conditioning, so you just press the centre of this button there, hot and cold air. You can adjust the way the car drives through the drive select program. You can disable the stop start. There's your hazards. That is defaulted to be permanently on. I would suggest you leave that on. That's the stability control, part of the program for the stability control. Unless you're Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen, leave it in the on position. And this is for the screen here, so you can actually turn the screen. You can keep the sound on, the radio will still play, and the navigation will be on, but you can turn the screen off. I suppose it was a little bit glaring, you could turn it off, but I don't think it will be, to be fair. Just turn the lights inside it. The car was spec'd with this brushed aluminium, which is an option which goes around all door handles and the fascia, which is a nice, you can just see it over on the door grab handle there. It's quite a nice, it is very nice actually, very pleasant. We offer every car with our enhancement bespoke detail that I've mentioned outside, but we also put the car through our workshop partners who thoroughly inspect the vehicle. You can be rest assured that this vehicle is in tip-top condition when inspected, and if it isn't, we'll make sure it is before any new buyer buys the vehicle. That is why we have one of the reasons why we have such a good set of reviews. We have over, I think, approaching 200 plus reviews now, and if we'd done it 10, 15 years ago, it'd probably be approaching 1,000, but reviews were something that's come on in the last decade, isn't it really? Electric windows all round, 4 electric windows, and the rear seats also fold, so you can actually, it's a flat loading boot floor. Let me just show you how easy it is to fold the rear seat. Basically, just, I'm holding the camera, but just press down there, bring that down, and just allow the seat to fold, and that's how easy it is. So that's our 2017 67 plate Audi Q2 petrol TFSi cylinder on demand. It is not the 1 litre, it's the 1.4, and I think that's very important to note. It's got about 150 brake horsepower, so it's plenty of plenty powerful enough to take you around the UK and Europe on holidays or business trips. Very, very comfortable car. I found it extremely comfortable and easy to drive, and kept up with the traffic very, very easily indeed. Now, can I just make a request? As a business, one of our sort of difficult parts of the business is acquiring cars just like this. So this came in because we were recommended to the owners, which was wonderful, and we did end up, as you can see, agreeing a purchase price for the car, which incidentally was about £700 or £800 more than Mr. Schofield's offer. So don't just think that's the only option you have. Please do consider ringing, calling, visiting, emailing, turning up at your local car dealer, who may well just be wanting to buy your car for a lot more money, and if not a lot more money, the same money but a much more pleasant experience than somebody like Mr. Schofield, which is a little bit like going into Asda, isn't it? No disrespect intended to Asda, because I do shop there as well. So I don't know why I said that really, but so my apologies to Asda. I'm sure you give a good service. You certainly do when I go in. So that's something that you can help us with, and also consider subscribing to the channel, as I mentioned earlier. That's Cheshire Cars on YouTube. That's from me. That's enough from me, David Bilsborough. I'll love you and leave you until the next time, when we hopefully will be videoing an Audi Q5, hopefully, and that's another recommendation. So get in touch with us. We may just buy your quality low mileage motor car. Have a fantastic day. Thank you.